So here are 5 things I absolutely hate about my interior on my E92 M3. This is a 2013, so it has the upgraded iDrive. You can tell because this looks a little bit different and the screen definitely looks updated. The first thing that I hate about this interior are the cup holders. While they're pretty ingenious and they're hidden away, when you have a tall drink, it usually is top heavy, so you can oftentimes, if you take a corner hard enough, it'll definitely spill. The next thing that I hate are these little things. So once I close the door, it should be handing me my seatbelt, and half the time it doesn't. So I have to reach all the way back, grab it, end up hitting it. I feel like it's a cool feature, really interesting to have, but I don't know when it's gonna break and how practical it actually is. The next thing that I hate about the E92 M3 interior is everything is out of 3 Series. This entire center console, the iDrive, this area right here with the doors, right here, this. The entire design actually is very similar to a 3 Series. And when you're paying almost double, sometimes even triple the price, it needs to feel a little bit more special inside of here. The next thing I hate is how small the back seat is. Now, if you're buying a coupe, this really isn't a big issue. And I kind of knew that it would be pretty tight. So, I'm 5'9". And let's move this back to around my seating settings. Oh, the last and final thing that I don't necessarily like about the interior is the leather. Now, on the 3 Series and the non-M cars, it comes with different leather, almost like a pleather. This is actually genuine leather, but as you can see, the bolstering right here over time will definitely show more age in comparison to that of the pleather. I actually find that to be a little bit more durable, even though it's not as nice to the touch, but it will definitely look a little bit better over long term. With that being said, that's why I got into the newer car. It just looks a lot better inside as well as outside in my opinion, but that doesn't mean that I do not like this car or the interior. Honestly, over time I think it'll become more and more unique. People don't buy an E46 or an E36 M3 for the interior. As well as this car, people don't buy this car because it has a beautiful interior. It has a beautiful sounding engine. Since the car is out, let's go for a drive. I like to drive this car at least once a week. If you guys don't follow me, this is kind of like my weekend car, and that's my daily driver over there. But let's go for a drive and see how it runs. So I've been thinking, if I were to sell my E92 M3, I'd probably get anywhere from like an 06 to an 08 Carrera, if I can find one in a manual. What do you guys think about that? Once more, I forgot my vlogging camera. We're gonna finally pick up the G-Wagon. Everything's been done to it. Take it for a drive and see how it runs, especially in hot weather. We're currently in the F80 M3. Because of COVID and I think Mercedes in general, a lot of the parts took forever to come in, so it's finally done. Changed the passenger side valve cover, the lower oil pan gasket. We also did all the O-rings for the injectors, got a new air conditioning box, changed all the filters, oil change. We did everything to it, so it should be perfect. Oh my gosh, that truck is sick. I don't know about all that purple though. If I got a truck like that, my name would be Whistling Alex. Ooh, that's clean. Race me, bro. Fucking M day. Wow. Nice car, man. Finally here, I'm picking up the G-Wagon. Oh, I miss this car so much. Wow. Oh my gosh. So from LA we're gonna drive to Palm Springs. It's gonna be pretty hot over there, so we'll see how the car does. And really just enjoy the G-Wagon finally now that we got it back. After only owning it for maybe 2 months, we've only had it for 1 month on the road. So, what would you guys get? A Range Rover or a G-Wagon? For a family car, I'd say Mercedes. If you guys haven't been to Palm Springs, it's famous for these windmills. It's a really cool sight to see all of them all together. It's so crazy how California can just change so drastically from beach to desert, just like that. And the G-Wagon looks like it's straight out of Abu Dhabi. Wow, she looks so good right now, man. I'm so happy we got this car back. Big shout out to my cousin for helping me do all of that maintenance. I swear, if we made Mercedes, the actual dealership, do the work, it would have been at least 10 grand of how many gaskets and, digging we did in that engine. So really big shout out.
I never think, I never know, I'm stuck and left alone.
I seriously feel like we're in Dubai driving this car. Yallah habibi! Oh, it looks so sick right here. Sometimes I question if we got the right family car, but honestly, that G-Wagon is just like a timeless masterpiece. Just the way it looks, I feel like, is enough of a statement. It's enough of an icon. Just to keep. Oh, it just looks so good, man. So we always like to stay at this hotel. It's called the V. And the G is definitely fitting in.
I never think, I never know, I'm stuck and left alone. I've been lost, I've been fine, my cause is not defined. Won't you kiss me, won't you play, won't you drown me, ain't no way I could deny you, I could strive.
Wow, shout out Julio, F82. Jeez, good. Are those canards? Yeah, actually, I add those canards to my car. I took off the E92. Rev it. This sounded so bad. Oh, okay, that's cool. Which one? Which one would you guys take?